Hello and welcome. It is 1:30. It is the 12th day of April 2021. I am your grumpy guide to all things gaming and I'm bored. So let's respond to a video from Aaron the Pedantic because we do that a lot and making fun of him is fun. So apparently there's some hoopla going around the interweb that the charm spell school in D&D is broken and shouldn't be allowed because it ruins the agency of your character if you have to stand around for 2 rounds doing nothing. Would you rather be dead? I mean, this has to, and this is just part of this whole new wave of permission. You need my permission before you do anything to my character. You're ruining my agency if my character is held for 2 rounds. And that's just utterly ridiculous, is this? I mean, what do you guys want the game to be if the DM is that handicapped? I can't hurt you, I can't charm you, I can't hold you, I can't kill you. Should I just skip the middleman and just give you the treasure and the rewards with no challenges? Is that what you want? Then you're going to complain it's too easy. The argument about charm spells being too powerful is that people don't bother to read charm spells. From the very beginning, it has been one of the weakest spells classes in the game. The saving throw is relatively easy to make. It affects almost nobody. You're very limited to who you can affect with your charm spells. Basically, it's mammals. Charm person, charm monster, mammals. Most of the mammals, maybe some of the reptiles. But, 90% of the things you're going to run in the dungeon are aren't going to be charmed. Undead, well, that's like 50% of your undead population right there. Of your dungeon population right there is going to be some form of undead. They're immune to charm. Slimes, oozes, jellies, funguses, immune to charm. Most average monsters, giant ants, giant worms, ropers, whatever, immune to charm. I mean, charm monster affects some things, but mostly it affects the mammal monsters like bugbears and hobgoblins and ogres. And you can't, you try and charm a rock elemental and it's just like, what does this mean? I don't understand. What are you doing? Oh, you're trying to charm me. Oh, sorry. No, it only affects monsters. Yeah. Demons, they're going to be like, what is this? You need to know my true name to charm me. And let's just say that somehow you charm somebody. Well, once again, you need to read the definition of charm, because even the most powerful charms, unless it's like, it's not mind control, it's not emotion control. It's basically explained as the target is now treats you as a trusted friend. So if your trusted friend is likely to do something suicidal anyways, then sure, I guess you could charm them to be self-destructive. But you can't charm them to do anything they wouldn't do normally. So perfect example of charm person suggestion is the Star Wars Obi-Wan Kenobi affecting the stormtroopers. These aren't the droids you're looking for. You can go about your business. These aren't the droids we're looking for. We can go about our business. The Force has a powerful effect on the weak minds. The stormtrooper went along with Obi-Wan and was susceptible to the suggestion, not because Obi-Wan was controlling his mind, it's because it's something the stormtrooper probably would have done anyways. He's been standing out in the sun in bright white armor for hours. He's underpaid. He's bored. This is probably the 15th guy whose papers he's had to check. He doesn't want to do this. He just wants the guy to move along so he can get this over with and fill his quota. He doesn't care. He's a stormtrooper. I don't really care if these are the droids or not. It doesn't change what I get paid, and chances are Vader's going to force choke me either way. So when Obi-Wan goes, these aren't the droids you're looking for, well, the guy was already probably, leaning towards the whatever, and then he gets charmed to be told these aren't the droids you're looking for, and you rack up everything the guy's already been through during the day. It's like, yeah, I trust this guy. These aren't what I'm looking for. That's charm person. Now, if that was Vader, it wouldn't have worked. Because that other guy would have, Vader or somebody who's like totally like, gung ho, he'd be like, no, you're not my best friend. I think these are the droids I'm looking for. Let me see your papers. But, that stormtrooper was like, whatever, go. So that's the perfect example of suggest and charm person. You can't make them do anything they wouldn't do normally. They're your best friend. It's not mind control. Now, there are higher level spells like dominance and stuff like that, which get close to what we think of as comic book mind control. But even then, there's lots of limitations. Even then, it's, there's distance, there's saving throws that they get to make every round. You still can't really make them do things they wouldn't normally do. It's not really puppeting them. You're not really possessing them. It's not really total 100% comic book mind control. It's kind of just more like pushing them in the right direction and going, I think it's a really good idea if you press this button and open this door for me. So charm is not the most broken school. I mean, if anything, sleep is a first level death spell. 5 kobolds, you're asleep. Stab. That's way more broken than charm person. Now, there is some argument over what is the most broken spell in the game. Polymorph definitely ranks in the top 3 of just... I completely circumvented this encounter by turning that dragon into a turtle. I've done it and ruined an entire encounter that a DM had planned. So yes, I know polymorph is just wrong. It's not as bad as the old baleful polymorph. Does anybody remember that one from the older edition? Or you think regular polymorph is bad? Do you remember baleful polymorph? Baleful polymorph was not only were you polymorphed into a turtle, you had to make a second saving throw, or you actually thought you were a turtle. You weren't just Steve trapped in the body of a turtle. As far as you knew, you were a turtle. You always have been a turtle. You always will be a turtle until the polymorph is broken. That's a horrible spell. I mean, normal polymorph. Oh, dragon, polymorph. Oh, I'm a turtle. But at least I know I'm a dragon. Yeah, so polymorph. Any of the spells like hold person, contagion, definitely anything that completely just renders an enemy mute. Counter spells another good one, but there's a lot of math and counter spells, but most of the spells you get saving throws at the end of the round. There's so many other things that really they're not that big of a threat. Now, from what I understand, the math has been done, and what are the single most broken spells in the game is Healing Word, and the follow-up from Healing Word, Healing Font. Now, if you math out Healing Word, apparently, this may have been changed, to 20th level with a cleric who is just specialized in healing and, doing all the things of casting at a higher level and stuff like that, your average Healing Word ends up healing like 50 points of damage. That's pretty broken at 20th level. But Healing Font, the next one up, or whatever it's called, if you math it up, now, I don't know if this is correct, I just know somebody did this at one point in time. If you math up that spell all the way to 20th level with a healing specialized cleric and adding on all the things that you can add, they figured out the total that was healed per round was in the hundreds of this thing going every round, like 500 hit points a round. I mean, it was something ridiculous. Now, obviously, it was a lot of work, and they were doing it at 20th level. Still, that seems pretty broken. Even at first level, as long as your cleric has a couple healing words memorized, not only do they heal you, they can heal you at ranged. When in the game have we been able to heal anybody at range until Healing Word came along? Never. Never in the 45 years was it just like the cleric could just walk by and go, walk it off. And that person's like, oh, hey. And it doesn't matter that's a D4. This is 5th edition. You cannot die in 5th edition. All I need to do is get you up at 1 hit point, and you're like, I'm ready to go. I know I was down. I was about to make my first of 3 death saves, but 1 hit point is fine. I recover. I'm going. And if you're a fighter, then, oh, yeah, it's a healing surge. If there's another healer around, oh, here's a D8, whatever. No, Healing Word is, broken. And if you can math it out to the farthest, most ridiculous level, we're talking 50 points a round. Walk it off. Not only can I walk it off, my arm is regrown. Ho, ho, ho. So, no, I'm sorry. Whoever said the charm school is broken and evil and needs to be removed from the game, You're wrong. It is one of the weakest schools ever. I would not worry if my character was held for 2 rounds. I couldn't do anything for 2 rounds. Big deal. That means that's 2 rounds you're not attacking me. If anything, I should be grateful. Like, leave me alone for 2 rounds. Fine, thanks. I'm just going to... Oh, I got another round to go? No problem. I'm going to check my email. Is that okay? Oh, I can make another save? Okay. Yeah. Whatever. And just this whole... I mean, let's just cycle back again to this whole stupid idea of you can't hurt my character. You can't hold my character. You can't make my character do anything I don't want to do. You can't kill my character. You can't stop my playerism. You can't stop my player agency. You can't DM. You can't put anything in my way of my happiness. Well, then what's my point of being a DM if I'm going to have to deal with that? I can't do anything to you that you don't want to happen. And I'm not even talking about like horrible things. I'm just talking about like everyday normal Dungeons and Dragons things, like a trap. Oh, you can't. I don't know. I'm sorry. If you make me fail my saving throw and fall for that trap, you're assaulting me, and I can't have that. You can't charm my character. You can't hold my character. You can't fear my character. You can't put a suggestion on my character. You can't stop my ableism, my ism, my agency. If you do, you're hurting me, and I won't allow that. Then stop playing D&D, okay? I mean, yeah, there's just this is at some point you gotta go. The world's dangerous and this shit's gonna happen. What do you mean I can't drop you down a 10-foot hole in the ground? Charm spells are not the worst spell in the game. Sleep spell is. Anyways, if you appreciate this content, you know what to do. Like, share, subscribe, hit that notification button. 500 subs is still the goal. We still have the contest for 400 subs. Check out Aaron the Pedantic. He's wonderful. I love the guy. He's crazy. Get off my lawn. I will talk to you later.